Good evening, everyone. My name is Harness. Welcome to Questplay, The Outer Worlds, Chapter 14. As part of our 100th episode special, I'm doing a bunch of episodes today that are going to be a little longer than normal, about an hour and a half or so each. Excuse me. So when we, yeah, good question, Pavarti. So when we left off here, we were basically, we found that we had wandered into like a cannibal's home, which is not great. Not great at all. So Ray is gonna have to figure out how to get out of this situation. So, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy Questplay: The Outer Worlds. Alright, Pavarti. We seem to be up Shit's Creek. Okay. I don't think there's... Yeah, I don't think we can go back down. Great. Okay, we can go back downstairs, we just can't... But where does this lead? Alright.
Warning! At risk of overload. Too much spillage. Contaminant level too extreme. Warning! Warning!
I'm gonna be sick.
Shut up. Oh yeah, they are definitely eating Braxton. If lost, please return to Ballard Velma or current supervisor at MSI Fishery Operations at Siller Bay. Great. Great. Oh. Interesting. Alright, is there anything else that I can actually... Okay, so these people ate Braxton. Or, well, they ate his leg. And his head. And his arm. Alright, let me take a look at this weapon I just picked up. Oh. Well, my stun baton's gonna be a little better. Alright, well... Shit. We're gonna have to take these people's keys. Otherwise they're gonna try and eat us. Sam, do you happen to have, like, rubber pads or anything for your feet? Okay, alright, so we can get out of here. Oh. Alright. Alright, let's just get out of here. Alright, well... Let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna have to tell Velma that her boy Braxton is dead. Fuck. Alright. Careful, guys. Long way down. Hmm. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Before we end up as part of Braxton Chow.
How you doing, Sam?
Do you need to pee, Sam? Is that what's going on? Alright. Well.
Been thinking on my dad today. Do you miss Mr. Hawthorne, Sam?
While SAM units are mass-produced for economical purposes, the overall quantity is limited compared to other automechanical product lines. Because we understand our clientele is exclusive and discerning.
I guess you probably never met him, huh? Well, that's okay. You got us. We'll be your dad now.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just, your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Yeah, so I got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
You should. You really should. You definitely sounded like one.
Ease up. I'm running on a chronic shortage of sleep here. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Something else on your mind?
Yeah, can we come to an arrangement on Grimm's poster?
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Help me out here. I found Braxton, didn't I?
Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon.
And what's this about this, foreman?
Caleb Herrick. Runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
You said Braxton had been stealing drugs?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
Okay.
And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free. Or new, I guess.
Okay, well, talk later. Okay, well, that, Okay. Yeah, alright, I guess let's go on our progress here. Oh, vending machine. Can always use more ammo. Alright, let's see what we can do about this whole radio-free monarch business. Whoa.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Ray Harness. Pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
I'm told you can get me to an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
What do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid?
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than our special one-time offer for a refurbished sanitation unit. Remember, if it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
Sam, you're not for sale.
That thing talks?
That's Sam. She helps me stay clean. Anyway, I'll get those meds. Excuse me.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rap musk.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Oh, you're making me
What
blush.
can Auntie Abigail do for you?
I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
That's private.
Now, there's no keeping secrets from Auntie Abigail. I'll tease it out of you one way or another. Also, I really do have to enter someone's name for the allotment. After all, I have to keep track of where our little pills wander off to.
I suppose that's reasonable.
Indeed. Now, how about you tell Auntie who this pickup's for?
Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Hmm. There must be some way I can increase Nyoka's allotment.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Forgetful fellow, eh?
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
Got it, he got turned inside out. Where can I find this Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
Hell yeah. Where's the graveyard?
The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
I guess I'll figure this out.
Chin up, dearie.
Okay, well, so she takes orders from a dead man. Interesting. Yay! Not in the system. Yeah. Data storage, Williams. Nothing interesting. Oh, somebody's writing a novel. Interesting. I mean, you know, we're here. We might as well.
Hello again, dearie. What can I get you?
I'm picking up caffeinoid for Nyoka Ranarim.
Now that can't be. Ms. Ramnareem Wentworth has already exceeded the month's... Oh. Dear me. She does have another dose in her allotment. How did I miss this?
Don't worry about it. I'm sure you've been busy.
My, but you are a doll. Here's Nyoka's caffeinoid, and if I know her, she's probably ready for it by now. Do take care of yourself, dearie.
On the other hand, we can dig up Williams's corpse and smack that around. Yeah, I don't need to do that. I do need to get more Adreno, though.
Ah, the charmer! Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
I got your magic pills.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find that information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Sam, wait on the ship.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you. So you keep Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
It doesn't really sound like she does much of that. Okay. Alright, I want to get my tech up to 50. Awesome. Oh, and I got a perk point too. Great.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Thanks for the compliment?
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Well, I do kind of like danger, but what kind of danger are we talking about?
Nothing we can't handle.
Alright, let's hear it.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
Yeah, alright. What did you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury.
And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Sounds fun, let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
Alright, broker, so... Okay, what else does Nyoka have? 2-handed melee, light machine gun, why? Right. Okay, here's his grave. Kilometer that way.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Okay, yeah, so we really just gotta follow the road for a bit. Now, I don't know if any more marauders have taken up nests while we've been gone. Yeah. What's going on the road?
Ah!
God damn it. Don't think I need to be acrophobic. Doesn't really seem to benefit me a whole lot. Oh, alright.
This ought to be easy. Nice work!
This is bad! That's the last of them!
I need more Drino. So I can, fill up my medical bong. For medical purposes. Obviously. What else would a medical bong be for? Oh, alright, more weapon parts. I can always use those. Alright, so we gotta be on the lookout for more marauders. Alright. Circle wide. Alright, so we got some dead manta pillars. Really do need to stop just running off cliff. Or at least do it less. Canid. Alright. How do we get around here? Not like that.
We're gonna fire! Nice one!
That's the last of them!
The cannon had some card on it? Check that out. That marauder. No. That's something to cry about. Oh, right, the tossball poster. Hmm. Dead MSI soldier? Vermin. Alright. Oh, shit.
Going silent. Used to be, you can get the best wine on Monarch here.
Well, shit. Didn't mean to travel us into an ambush. Hmm.
Here they come. Here we go.
Alright, well, that's not ideal. Yeah, do me a favor, die. Alright, I don't have that much left in terms of Adreno. Right? One more. Alright, is that it? Is that everyone? Okay. Didn't even have any good loot. Ow. Hmm. Yeah, nothing here but a pile of ash, no. Well, it takes this. Stendo site. Oh. All right, let's get out of this town. Ooh. All right, I think there was one more hostile around here somewhere. Where was that last hostile? There's a workbench. Armor parts. Ooh. Something crazy went down here. Alright, vending machine. Alright, let's see what I can do with the workbench. Alrighty. Alright, where's that last... Last lookout? Oh.
That's gotta hurt.
Nice one.
All right. Where's that cannon?
Got him all.
All right. Can we fast travel now? Yoda, you certainly buried this guy way the hell out here.
Incoming!
I'm going!
On my way!
Fall up on me, guys. Got company at the grave.
Nice one.
Ow. That's not the weapon I wanted.
Good score, Cap!
How you doing, Pavardi?
Nothing like a good tussle.
Damn. Ow. 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 Buried near the surface of haze of the grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotten. It nearly falls apart in my hands, but in it I managed to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the letters Charon.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Tell me about this UDL contract.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try and find them?
I should have. I really should have.
It's okay.
But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now, come on. Let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
All right. Is that an immediate concern? If so, all right, we need to get around. We probably should have gone to Hiram's first. Okay, we need to go really up and around.
The caves back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
Okay. Caves back east.
Oh. Love this mountain. You can see so much from here. So many beasts would need killing. So many drinks would need drinking.
We ought to camp out here tonight, you know? Make a little fire, sing songs. Got it? Inside voices.
Yeah, inside voices. Alright, you mentioned something about caves?
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Others the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat. What's up?
You mentioned fun on the way up?
Right. We can take the caverns up, but if you ain't into spelunking, there's a path a little ways north. I'd warn you, it'll be a tough trek. Big bad's up on that hill. I'm game to hunt them if you are, but it'd be safer to stick to the caverns.
Yeah, let's stick to the caverns. Alright, so we're in the caverns. Whoa. Suppose I don't need my gun out right now. Okay, that.
Look up. That makeshift bridge, we gotta cross it. First we go under, then hook around to the left, then up and over.
Okay. One, two, three. I thought you said this was the safer path. Just gonna keep going. Y'all don't see nothing. Let's see if we can. Antipillar, great. Great, great, great. Yeah, so much for the path being the safer one. Suppose we are less likely to get ganked if we kind of creep around. Alright, and there's marauder bodies, which is not good.
Tunnel here.
This tunnel? Alright, Nyoka. Let's see. Leaf. Okay, so I guess it's gonna lead us up and around.
Ah, shit. That's a big one. We can tiptoe around to the left or go in guns blazing. Up to you. I vote the latter.
Mega Man. Alright, let's just slow and steady here.
The hell? Look up. What's he doing up there?
Yeah, don't matter. Don't matter. Alright, let's just keep on going. Don't need to start a fight. Especially if we're gonna be going up against some kind of mega Mantiqueen. if that was like a tripwire or something. All right. All right.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
Hey, you! Get over here! There are marauders up ahead!
Oh, I always wanted to poke through a high-gain wireless. They only got one on Terra 2, you know, up in Byzantium.
This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering.
Wasn't.
We don't take kindly to marauders.
No.
A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know.
What are you doing up here, hunting them?
I take it you ain't met the other C3s.
No.
Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with. You want more details?
Not particularly.
You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain.
Okay, well, what are you waiting for? Help me kill these marauders.
There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties.
Okay, well, I'm off.
Oh no. How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
I mean, it wasn't terribly hard. We had to make like one turn. Alright, so we got our ringleader. And what else we got? Mechanical. Another ringleader, okay. Alright, let's take over this ringleader first. And hopefully we can take out the other.
Here we go! Got him!
Nice one!
That's the last of them!
Awesome. Weapon parts. Backpack. Heavy ammo. Alright, let's see if we can circle around up here. Maybe. No. Doesn't look like. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to get these assholes on. You two ready?
Go! This one's mine!
Keep your distance, ladies.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, so far so good. All right.
Here we go.
Got him.
Don't mess with us.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what these assholes had.
Go!
Why didn't you come running when all your buddies were dead? Well, question for later. Or a question for never. I don't rightly care.
Come out and play! Gonna find you! I smell blood!
Alright, well, I apologize for missing that one. Okay.
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
Well, that's alright. We can get in. Well, shit. Marauder's in here too. I mean, I suppose that's not
You may not realize this, being as you're an
totally surprising, but...
outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, come on. Let's... One...
Down they go.
Heard something.
What you?
Nice work!
Alright, well, I guess we're in the shit now.
Royce hit!
That's the last of them.
Alright. Easy enough. Who would keep armor parts in their oven? Certainly not a good place to keep them.
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown.
Right, okay.
Guess we keep moving forward.
Alright, I think I'm gonna start putting some points into block and melee, or defense and melee. All right, Vardy's got a perk point. And Yoda's got a perk point. Nyoka.
Forward. Look for another...
And that's a perk. Alright, let's figure out how we're gonna break this lockdown. Right? Elite troop armor. Nice.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face to intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder?
You got it.
And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purpleberry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
I need information broker about...
No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment.
Yeah.
The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you.
Why me?
You're here. And you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I know Nyoka is, for sure. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business.
Alright.
The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Hell of a job.
Yeah, I thought so. Who keeps Adreno in their cabinet? Light assault rifle. Alright. Let's see if we can save this idiot's radio station.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Alright, so far so good.
Opening fire! There they go!
Alright, got him.
Everyone all right?
Alright. Nothing interesting. We know. And okay. So far so good. Sunbaton Ultra. Yeah. Okay. Air controls.
That's the last of them, I think.
All right. How do we get here? Ah. I didn't vent Hiram's oxygen. What?
Ah, Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on in.
All right, Hiram.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I would expect nothing less from one of Nyoka's associates.
As usual, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But, I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
I told you I'm looking for a certain information broker.
Ah yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly.
Clearly.
Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time.
Why is that?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
So we kick them off.
Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which, of course, has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
Mm-hmm. Can't we cut them off from inside the station?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end.
Okay, well, I could just kill them all.
Do what you like. Just don't tell me about it after. I enjoy sleeping at night.
I'm probably gonna tell you about it after. Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
Anything you can say to convince him, Nyoka?
Damn it, Hiram. I'm trying to embark on a journey of self-improvement and past reflection and all that blasted nonsense that'll help me sleep at night.
Suppose I can't fault you for that. Ugh, yeesh. This is why I hold up in a tower far from society. Can't stand these emotional heebie-jeebies. Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Okay.
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
Alright, let's head out.
Sure. You know where to find me if you need me.
Yeah, that we do. Yoink. Flamethrower. Yo, Purple Berry Crunch. Is that better than Captain Crunch? Doubt that. All right. Another machine gun. All right, so let's see. Sanjar. All right, Amber Heights Crossroads, Sanjar, or Graham, whoever.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
You're offering me a pamphlet you don't have?
I'm so sorry. It's a habit, I suppose. We used to have plenty, but we ran out of paper and ink. Ever since the corporations left, it's been hard to come by the basics. But you know what we do have? Freedom! This is the only place in Halcyon you'll find it. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
And here I thought everyone works for a corporation.
I know! It's quite revolutionary. We're a community here. No jobs, no shifts, just people who help each other. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Got it. See you around, Rose.
I ought to mention, the Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Yeah, usually the
Everybody
way it
here
goes.
wore out. Is it just me?
A Manta Queen.
Yeah, we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
Total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Mm-hmm.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
You should stop using Devil's Peak.
Stop? No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
Your broadcasts aren't working. Nobody's listening.
I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
You're only transmitting on a single radio frequency and very few people can receive it.
Excuse me, I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on our efforts.
Damn it, Gardy.
We should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
I'll need some time to consider it.
So be it. In the meantime, I will be here shouting truth into the aether.
Well.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all...
Alright, where's this, new press? Alright, let's go talk to Sanjar.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Alright, Sanjar.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
No, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Me? I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Afraid not.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
You aged it in an iceberg?
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disciplines.
There is no erotic here.
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you freed the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
You do seem to have a bit of a Raptidon problem.
And a Mantisaur problem. And a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Where do I find it?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
I'm sure I'll know it when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Before I go, I need to ask you something.
What can I do for you?
I need MSI to stop broadcasting. You're jamming Devil's Peak Station.
You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing? It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
There must be another way for you to do business.
Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52.
Alright, well, I've got to go. Well, that didn't really clear shit up.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hole, we'll suffocate. Exciting, you know?
Not exciting. Not
sure
exciting.
I know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those.
Yep, Parvati, shut up.
Not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Parvati.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
Hell yeah, sister. Alright, guys, that is going to wrap it up for Chapter 14. Thank you so much for joining me today on this day of 100th video celebrations. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like rating's always appreciated. And if you subscribe, you get more similar type content. And so, with all of that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time.
Ready when you are.